That insignificant event occurred in April 1998 on the television. The legend of Indian cricket, Sachin Tendulkar, is engaged in a fierce battle with the mighty Australians in Sharjah. And more than 2,000 kilometers away, a storm brewed inside a young boy. Each swing of a bat from Sachin Tendulkar, the little master, was a hammer that sculpted the world's greatest chase master. A small, insignificant event in the present had an incredible, indelible effect on the future.
Sachin Tendulkar was someone who changed the way everyone looked at this sport in this country. He was literally an emotion, not just a cricket player. So I had always seen him play, but it was the games in Sharjah in 1998 against Australia, those two games that he played, that totally changed my perspective of looking at the game.
One of the things that also happened in post-liberalization is middle class became more and more adventurous.
Over the next few years, that boy from the bylanes of New Delhi kept breaking window panes in his neighborhood.
People are very annoyed of me. The funny thing is, when I used to play with all these seniors and when the windows used to break, they all used to run away, and most of the times I was the one left behind because I used to love the sport so much that I could not leave the stumps and the bat behind in the park. So I was the one eventually collecting all the things and running back to the house, and by the time I would get caught, while the others didn't care about it, they just took the ball in hand because other things were going to take too much of an effort, and they just went home. And I was the one making sure that we don't lose this stuff to be able to play the next day again or on the weekend again.
Sometimes apologies worked. Sometimes they didn't. Some were kind, some really weren't. But no one knew history was in the making. Prem Kohli never left his son's side. He persevered. And by the time Virat's aged near double digits, he realized that Virat needed much more than a father to help him grow. He needed a stadium, a mentor.
I remember the day because it was the first day of the academy. It was 30th May 1998. His father had brought his son for the coaching in my academy, and he was a very young boy. He was not even 9, I think.
One of the best batsmen in the world did not hit a 6 or a 4 that day. He never batted. Instead, he threw a ball from a boundary straight to the wicket. Prem Kohli's relentless years of cricket with his son had turned him into a precision weapon, capable of detecting distance, angle, speed, and the correct time at which a projectile had to leave his hands to accurately destroy his target.
When you're young is when you can really train up a very specific set of neural connections. And so for cricket, for example, there's going to be a set of fine motor movements and techniques that the younger you start, the better you'll be able to execute those things.
Good genes account for some athletic abilities, but even the most genetically well-endowed prodigy needs ceaseless practice to develop his brain into one of a great athlete. Virat was doing just that, with a singular goal in mind: to excel in cricket.
He was 9 and he was playing with under 15 boys. Suddenly one ball hit him on his chest, so he got a bruise, and next day his mother came and said, "Sir, please let him play within his age group." But he insisted, "No, I want to play among the seniors, So he was a sort of guy who used to love challenges at that age also. He always used to say, sir, ye chote wale to mujhe out hi nahi kar sakte hain, so I should play in the senior group.
An unremitting obsession for cricket had carried Virat from the TV set in his living room to the lanes of Delhi to a cricket stadium. Days turned into weeks, months into years, but the 4 a.m. alarm still rung. The ball was struck a bit more cleanly each day. It was a dream run. But sadly, much like all dream runs, this too ended. Instinct, that one intangible element that is part of our existence. Years of relentless practice forged instinct in this genius athlete's brain. It possibly calculates the speed, the trajectory, and the spin of the ball automatically. It's almost as if Virat is inside the bowler's brain. Plastic bat to Instagram's most